Hello everyone, welcome back to the world of Veridia, our long-term Minecraft world where we are building a solarpunk styled city and trying to make everything in that city and the nether below as automated as possible, because automation makes life a little bit easier, and let's face it, it is really cool. So today, as you probably noted from the description, we are continuing to work on our gold farm. This is becoming a bit of a theme of late, and that's because the gold farm is such a large project. Um, it's taking a while to work on it, but I will tell you, we are starting to enter some of the end phases. We did harvest a little bit of crimson stem to keep the project going strong here. Everything else we're just going to leave here for now, except for this. We're going to take a stack of those. Yeah, so we, last time we finished up level 2, or almost finished. I'll be honest, I forgot to put in the stairs next to the pillars, so I did that off camera. So level 2 officially done, as far as what we need to put in it, and stylistically, structurally it's complete. Today we're working on level 3, and things are going to start speeding up a bit because we're past the point where we're digging through tons and tons of netherrack in order to create the space to build the structure. Now we're moving into open space below the netherrack portion of the nether ceiling, which is both exciting and terrifying. So yeah, that is the plan for today. That's what we need the bone meal for, to make a lot more weeping vines to get us down to the next level and the ones to follow. Figure our best plan is to go ahead and extend those all the way down to the lava sea, so we can just get as low as we need to go. I don't think I need to take anything else down. Restocked our iron supplies and our wood supplies from our last trip. We've got all the crimson stem, we've got picks, we have an axe and stuff to make more buckets. Should have everything we need, so let's go ahead and head down. And we'll quickly... I take the extra black stone. I already moved a little bit more over. Oh, right, helmet. Yes, helmet. Need the helmet. Duh. Piglins spawn. I want to make sure that they're not just instantaneously mad at me because I'm not wearing gold. That would suck. Okay, let's head over. And we'll quickly tour level 1, level 2, just to show you what we've already got accomplished, and then we'll start precariously dangling over a lava sea, and hopefully won't get shot at by ghasts in the process. That's the hope. Don't hear any yet. We might be running to the Nexus a few times, just to... Well, let's drop off our stuff, just to, like, force the gas to despawn and then running back. Hopefully we won't have to do a bunch of that. But you just never know. Okay, so we'll have to move our charcoal, looks like. But that is okay. We'll set that down here. We did recover some torches. I'll show you what that's from in a minute here. Let's toss these in here. Guess extra bone meal can go in here also. And we need to find a place to store all of our extra crimson stem. Yeah, we were at it for a little bit. and hopefully that'll get us where we need to go. Okay, so quick tour. Level 1, this is where we started off. We made our AFK spot, and like the windows and everything. I did adjust this, so these are slabs now instead of stairs, and we can very cleanly walk under. We don't have to crouch to get into our vines. Next down, we have our level 1 sub level. We replaced our torches with shroom lights because we have a ton, and we did this 2 in the center of each thing to keep it nice and even, like the lanterns up above. We do have a couple extra piglins we managed to capture here when they were spawning. So we have 6 in total now, and then we come down to level 2. We just finished this one. Like I said, we needed to do the stair blocks, which we have now done instead of the slabs. We did this little touch at the very end of the last stream. We did the shroom lights with these trapdoors on them. I think it looks pretty good. This is the only detail I'm not completely sold on yet. I'm still waiting for it to grow on me, but right now I kind of hate it. So yeah, I just don't know if I want to keep this or not. We may try a different solution later on. But now we need to do level 3, which is going to be down here in the actual Nether. We don't have to dig out any netherrack, but we should go ahead and extend these vines, which is exactly what we're going to do. These ones I can't extend, as you can see, because they are stopped by glowstone. The others, on the other hand, though, we can just go absolutely ham on. Alright, and that one should be down as far as it can go, however far that might be. And then we'll do this one. Alright, and that one is now down as far as it can go. So, with that said, we need to get the stuff we need in order to start building. Oh no, there's a ghast. Oh, I was hoping to avoid that. So we're going to use polished basalt. I'll just drop this in here. I don't like it. I'm actually going to start the floor with cobblestone slabs, because if they get shot by a ghast fireball, these won't break. The crimson slabs will. And I don't want that to happen. So we're going to start with these. We'll build out to the point where we can put in our blackstone road and build that out. And then we'll kind of start filling stuff in from there. But yeah, it's going to be like so sketchy. And I do not want to climb down these vines while there's a ghast flying around out there. Did it go away? Nope, it did not go away. So, like I said, we're going to get our exercise tonight. We're just going to run down to the Nexus. In fact, if we're making a trip to the Nexus, let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't need over here. Quartz ore, gold ore, soul sand, soul soil, random little things that we've picked up as we've gone along, and just are in a position to get rid of at this point. That's it from that chest. Gunpowder. That's all netherrack. That's all stuff we need. Okay, that should be it. Let's go get some exercise, run down to the Nexus, store this stuff, and then we can come back, hopefully ghast free, and try and start building level 3. Oh, man. I do not like that the ghast is out there flying around. Do not like it at all. I have no fire resistance potion. No feather falling. So, if I fall into that lava sea down below, I am, well, cooked. Literally. Let's store these. That there. Store that. This I'll toss up here. Alright, I think that's good. The other thing we should do, and I'm actually going to go ahead and make it here, is we're going to have a dump chest. And we are going to put everything in it that we absolutely do not need. So should the worst happen, the majority of our stuff, and like our good stuff, will be in this chest. The stuff that we can't replace. Like our silk touch pick. That 100% should be in the dump chest. Probably our stack of food, the bow. I'll keep the shields, I'll probably keep the sword, I'll keep a pickaxe, and probably the 2 stacks of blocks that we're working with. Everything else we should get rid of. This. Actually, bow and arrows keep. That. Even that. Okay. Oh, and... yeah. Okay. Descend down to here. That's right. 1, 2. Just gonna break these. 3. Right about that. Yeah. Thought that might happen. Okay. So this is 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be 8. If my math is correct. Six. something. Okay, okay. Okay, yes, this is correctly placed. Oh my, that was a clencher. Let me just tell you. Alright, yeah, real quick, we're just gonna pop back up here. Let's do a count on some stuff. Oh, it's so much more terrifying than I even imagined that it would be. Especially when you can hear the ghast in the distance. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, so now, from the pillar, we would do the 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 14, 15, 16, and then we would start our road. I don't know where that came from. I see him. I should not be here. Oh my goodness. So this is... That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So that's where our Blackstone Road is going to start. It's going to be an interesting level to build. Okay, I see that guy. Okay, so that one. Darn. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Oh gosh, okay. This is going poorly. Got him. Oh. Yeah, let's go up. That guy sounds close. And I'm not really in a position to do that again right now. Need some food. Armor seems okay. Alright, what do I need here? Alright, so basically, now we need... We've got it to the 16 spaces. We can start this. Question is, how big is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 19. And that would make sense if it's 38 by 38, but I'm just going to double check that count because you never know. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 11, 13, and 17, 19. Okay. We should be able to get 38 of these slabs and do 19 one way, 19 the other way. And then kind of do that same trick all the way around. Put down these next to them. And then do stairs and railings. That'll give us a slightly safer work area than just the little bit of cobblestone we've managed to assemble. We can also potentially grab some more of our bone meal to fix this one vine that we had to break a little bit. This guy here. So let's go do that. So we're grabbing... We need 38 of these to start. We've got some glowstone out of the deal. It's always good. And then we need... What did we say? Man, I'm totally blanking. Really just 38 of those, right? I know I said bone meal? That's what I said. Bone meal. Okay. And another rack. We can go right there. We're gonna eat some more fish before we go back down. We might even take one with us. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And like we said, let's... Okay, that has that back to its full and proper length. Ghasts, man. Do not care for them. I should probably double check this count, just to be certain. Okay, yeah, that is 16. Okay, there he is. no, no, no. And that's, yep. Alright, first death of the night. Oh. I think we knew that was going to happen at least once while we were working on this, so. Not unexpected. And this is why we had the dump chest, to mitigate losses like this. Okay. It's nighttime, let's fix that. Zombie must have caught him on fire for a second. Let's grab that, since we're heading down that way anyway. So I lost my bow, and all my arrows. I don't have a good way to get back down to that location, so I'm pretty much... anything that falls down there is a loss. Myself included, unfortunately. So we do need some iron. Okay, and then we actually need some gold to make a new helmet. Don't have a ton of this, so hopefully won't have to use a lot. I'm going to take the extra ingots down with me in case I need to make another new helmet. Hopefully not. But you never know. Let's grab bamboo. Okay. Thanks. And we're going to make a few sticks, not all of them. I should drop this off. Is it? There you go, guys. A tradition restored. It is raining. Okay. That's all that. We do need... make ourselves a shield. A sword. I had extras of these in the Nether. Okay, that's fine. Pickaxe. Lost about 19 of the blackstone slabs. We should take some more cobblestone down with us. And I don't have any arrows. I can grab a bow, I suppose. That would be over here. Yes. Just a cheap garbage bow, but a bow nonetheless. A fortune one, that's right. Oh, I did have a helmet already too. Now I will see if I can get those things back. If I can, great, but I'm not going to assume that I can. In fact, I'm not even remotely counting on it. So. The night, the not night. I think I have what I need. So, let's find our way back down to the Nether. I do have food already down in the dump chest. Oh, I almost forgot. One more thing to do. Technically, that happened yesterday. What day is it? Don't tell me. I gotta find it on my own. I know it says. It used to say. Definitely used to say what day it was. Um, all right. If that makes a difference. There's local difficulty. Isn't too bad yet. It should say in here somewhere what day it is. It usually does. I'm not going crazy, right? Okay, biome. Okay, there we go. 673. Okay, and done. This is my death log. I don't have the days for all of them, because I started it a little bit late. But now that I'm keeping record of it, I do like to get the day that it happened. And eventually we'll do something with that information, but that's just fun lore for the world on down the road. But something we do have to track now. So we'll get what we need from the dump chest, probably just a couple fish, and then see if we can access the area where we died to get that stuff back. Oh, man. These ghasts are relentless. It sounds like there's a couple of them now. I'm not going to be able to go down with them flying around like... There's got to be at least 3. That's crazy. I mean, if it takes me more than 5 minutes, then we're not going to get that stuff back anyway. Like I said, we're definitely going to get our exercise on the stream today. Running back and forth. Force things to despawn. Alright, I think we're good. Oh. Like the whole first 10 minutes, 15 minutes we were here getting stuff together. No ghasts. As soon as we need to retrieve some stuff, like 14 of them. Alright, I'm gonna take a quarter of these. You get despawned. Oh yeah. Okay. Mission successful. So we'll put our spare gear here in the dump chest. That's the same. Yeah, bow. Actually, spare bow will go here. And we're gonna take half of the arrows. Not even. We'll leave some. I don't want to screw myself over again. Okay. Yeah. Do the other 19. wonderful. We'll get another 38 slabs. Well, 37 technically, because they share that inner corner. Alright. This isn't so bad. Now that there's not a bunch of gas trying to kill me. Okay, I hear one. Do not see him yet. Oh man, building this is going to be interesting. Once the structure is there, like building the actual farm part isn't going to be half as nerve-wracking as this. These are different. Okay, that makes more sense. I was trying to put one, just one in there, and that did not work. So, grab these. And we need to make some more slabs. Perfect. And honestly, let's just go ahead and make the other 36 as well. So like, once I'm down there and doing it, I kind of don't want to be coming back up, walking that whole circle again if I don't have to. Alright, now I don't hear any ghasts. Doesn't mean they won't show up. Invited and unwelcome. Yeah, for the moment I don't see any. There's no way he does not see me. I can't believe that. Yeah. All right. Now we have a platform, sort of, to work from. That's going to be permanent piece here. Go get the rest of the blackstone slabs. The normal blackstone, not the polished brick stuff. And start putting in the actual road portion. Nope, nope. Stone cutter, not the bench. Quantity-wise, you actually get the same amount. 2 slabs per every block. But with the crafting bench, you have to do it in units of 3 blocks, and thus 6 slabs. Whereas with the stone cutter, you can do as few as 1 block and get just 2 slabs, which is a lot more convenient. This is good. Yep, this is a good time. And the 4th level, I'm imagining, is probably going to come very close to being, like, touching that section. And level 5 for sure will give us access to that section, if level 4 does not. Alright, he went under. Way over there. Doesn't mean he won't see me. Hopefully not. Yeah, from here you can kind of see just how close we are to a soul sand valley. Our soul sand valley. Kind of nuts. An Enderman out over there. No, 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 no. Balls. Okay. Alright. Oh, I thought I forced a despawn. Not quite. Okay, he's over there. We'll work over here for a little bit. Honestly, we don't have that many slabs left, so... Oh my gosh, okay. Well... We're gonna go make some more slabs. Oh, goodness. I wish I had, like, a source of arrows, because if I could just shoot at them all day, it wouldn't be as bad. Trying to do this without using arrows is kind of insane. Alright, time for a jog. To force them to despawn. So this would probably be a good time to talk about the spawn mechanics a little bit, and what exactly forces a despawn. So mobs will typically spawn most frequently in a sphere around you that is at least 24 blocks away from you, and up to 32 blocks away from you. That's kind of like their high spawn, high activity zone. Out to 128 blocks from there, they will still spawn, but they are less active. And at 128 blocks, like past that, they will start actively despawning. And then I believe, I don't know if they've changed this, but at least back in the day, 144 blocks was a forced despawn. Like, unless they were persistent somehow, they did not exist past 144 blocks. So running far enough can potentially force a despawn for our ghast friends and give us a chance to keep working on our stuff. Alright, well, at least this guy, we know where he's at. Trying to avoid getting too close to edges if I can. Having a little bit of space to get launched back onto is kind of the ideal here. I got 0 blast resistance. I feel like this section is going to be the hardest to actually do. This would be why. Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, that's so good. And that's our dog. We placed a grocery order, so I'm going to assume that it is here, hence the barking. Really? Don't do me like that. Oh my gosh. There's 3 of them out here now. We're in a bit of a spot. Anyway, don't mind the dog barking in the background. It's we'll quit here soon enough. Sorry about that. We love her, and she likes to protect us, so. It's just hilarious, because she's like 25 pounds soaking wet. Okay. I think they despawned. Oh boy. Well, that was exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and eat our other fish. Heal up here. so those are the slabs we have for the moment. Hold on 1 second. Alright, we are going to take a quick break, and I'm going to help my wife get our groceries inside the house, because we don't want them getting too hot, and I will be right back. All right, well, that was fun. 4 40 packs of water and a case of soda. Those makes the gas seem not that bad. Alright, let's make a few more of these blackstone slabs. And finish up that section, and then we'll move on to stairs. No. There we go. It's... Hang on. Here. There we go. Sounds like our dog's still getting settled back in. Once you disturb her, she's she's just all over the place. Gotta love her though. Alright, it sounds like going down there is probably a terrible idea at the moment. Well, maybe. It's kind of far away. Four arrows left. Okay, sounds kind of distant. Alright, I see it. Thankfully, that's not where we're going to be working. We're going to be over here. Where this other ghast is at. Good. Good. That sounds much closer than I'm comfortable with. Yep, that's a lot closer than I'm comfortable. Oh, don't play with me, guy. Worth an arrow. And to think I have to do this for like 10 levels? Oh, it's gonna be fun. So very much fun. There we have it. Okay. I love that the fog color, like, changes just barely right there. There's an Enderman. We'll get some stairs. I'm gonna be a little more scientific about this. We needed 38 per side. The stairs extend 3 blocks past that on each side. So 38 plus 6 is 44? I'm gonna go with yes. 44, 88. You know, we'll do one side at a time, I think. That should be fine. We don't have any of these, right? No. Okay. I need the polished black stone brick stairs. And grab 44 of them. This should be enough for the first side. And then we'll come back for more. But I'm trying to do this in little trips. We don't get killed with a whole project's worth of materials in our inventory. Now, if I had feather falling, that first death would have been survivable. But sadly, did not have feather falling, so. Alright, that's good. That's gonna get us started. Gotta be real careful not to look at these Endermen. All kinds of danger out here in the Nether. That's for darn sure. Then once I can put the iron bars up, give me some railings to work off of and to kind of hide behind. When we've got situations like that, I can see them, but they can't see me. And it gives me something to take the blows instead of my face. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright. Definitely using arrows faster than I'm replacing them, but we are making progress on this structure, so I did enough for that side, and then I boneheadedly went around the corner instead of doing the whole side. That's okay. Do some more maths. We'll need another 44 for the opposite side. And then 2 stacks of 42. That should get us there. We'll grab this. Guess I need 20 more. Yeah. Oh, no, the rest went in here. I'm dumb. Okay, well, I have more of these than I actually need. Let's... The 20 I was missing are in this stack. I only needed 44 in this one. There you go. Alright, time to go. A little less nerve-wracking now that we have, you know, some solid blocks to stand on. nevertheless, still not comfortable by any means. And we're going to build absolutely as much as we possibly can in this stream. So, it's just level 3, it's just level 3, but if we can do level 4 too, we'll also do level 4. Nope. What a jerk. You're kidding me, right? That's why we're using cast-proof blocks, ladies and gentlemen. I will say, once we have access to fire resistance potions, I would much rather do the lava drop technique than try to do the vines again. I think they're a little harder to work with. The lava is easier to hang out of, even if it fills your entire vision with fire. And, you know, there's not a risk of it getting broken by anything. Blown through by a ghast, perhaps, but definitely never broken. So go in here. I'm kind of looking to see if there's any potential for fortresses in the distance. Not seeing any yet. Also taking a peek at those fossils. See if there's any dried ghasts. We should get some from the bartering, though, so definitely not going to risk a lot to go get one of those. Holy cow, look at that. The maths work. Alright, we've got ourselves a nice black stone road that we can walk along. Go get our iron bars. And give ourselves a little wall to duck behind when we're getting shot at. "44, 44, 42, and 42. I could do some math and add that all up to see how much exactly that is, but I think we're good. First of all, let's fill this back out. Okay, so that's 44. 44. $42. And 42. And I had 20 already, so... Oops. We'll use those on the next level. That's alright. But for now, we know we have what we need for level 3. We'll just go ahead and put all that in place. Okay, so 2 stacks plus 44. 2 arrows left. We have a lot of iron down here now. That's great. Hey, he's actually relatively close. Don't love that. I think we might need to take a jog. It sounds like there's more than one. And the last thing we need is to be dodging like 3 of them while we're trying to build. Mm-hmm. Ghasts, man. Tricky, tricky creatures. Pop up when you don't want them, in places where you don't want them or expect them to pop up. In any light level, apparently. Gotta love that. As long as you give them enough space, they will spawn. And they don't care about portal blocks either. Those are not in the way for them, so... Had an incident a few streams back where one spawned on my temporary placeholder cobblestone portal frame and instantly teleported to the overworld as a result. And when we got to the overworld, we found out that that happened because we were inside a ghast. Gotta love it. I don't hear anybody. That's good news. Let's get down here before that changes. And that is probably our closest approach that we're going to have to any of the netherrack down here. Now once this is done, I think we just need to make crimson slabs to put in the floor. And then we've got a little bit of clearing out to do the stuff above us. And we can put in all the structure and everything. And really finish this thing off. Oh. I wasn't expecting the corner to be right there. Wow. Okay. Surprised me. There we go. We have ourselves a complete Blackstone Road with railing. And like I said, now just a matter of putting in the crimson slabs. Should make this ascent and descent a little safer. Yeah, it's literally crimson slabs all the way around, so. Let's go ahead and grab what we have of those, make some more. Probably are past the point of needing the dump chest, at least while we work on level 3. I don't want to get cocky about it, though, so. Stem. Place. Put some more stem in here. Let's... You know what, let's start with that. Now, unfortunately for the wood products, there is no... like you have the stone cutter for stone. Wood, there's no similar thing, like a wood cutter. That would be very cool if there was. But sadly not. Alright. So the efficiency boost you get out of a stone cutter is just not available for wood. Maybe someday. But not today, apparently. Move over here. So if he does try to shoot at me... Yes, I don't know if the planks will hold up to a full strength blast. Like direct head on. The way that the stone materials will. We're just like dancing with him here. Trying to keep something solid between me and him. Gotcha, sucker. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much where we put these. We need them basically everywhere. So. We can spiral out, we can spiral in. Doesn't matter much. And the reason we're trying to get these in so quick, Because once this is in, and we're blocking sight lines from down below in the center, they would have to fly like up here, right up against the ceiling, in order to see us. And that doesn't happen all that often. We're gonna have to take care of that. This is another great reason why we're using some of the nether wood for this project. We can bring it right up against the lava that's there, without having to worry about it catching fire. I'm not going to trust my life to these until we got this sealed off, and the guests don't have any reason to fire a fireball up at us. So we've reduced that possibility to basically zero. Then we can walk around on this feeling relatively safe. Yeah, right now, making sure we're feet are firmly planted on the stone pieces. A fun thing about being kind of open air like this is, Endermen can absolutely spawn, or not spawn, but teleport to the Blackstone roads, and even inside the structure, once there's an inside to teleport to, as long as they can see into it. So that's kind of cool, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. Start bringing our axe back down with us. We can break those mistake blocks a little bit faster. Once we have the glowstone out of the way, also, we'll be able to extend the other two vines all the way down. Should give us a nice clean descent for the rest of the levels. Ever closer to that lava. We got a lava. No, it was bad. I'm sorry. But maybe instead of removing that one, we leave it. It will be a lava lamp. I'm not going to apologize for that one. That one was decent. I'm not going to say it's great. It's cheesy. I'll give you that. But I make no apology for that one. And despawn. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm literally leaning back in my chair trying to get further away from the guest. Alright, thankfully we're past the worst part of setting up this next level, which was 100% doing this first bit, the platform in the center, getting this out here, and doing the one strip of blackstone. I mean, you just never know when something's going to go wrong with a setup like that. But yeah, now we're in kind of a better position here. And as we build this out, we kind of start to get a sense of the scale of this structure and why it's taking us so long to complete it. This thing is massive. I mean, just like really large. And if it weren't for the fog in the Nether, you'd probably be able to see this thing from like 100, 200 blocks away. Easy. And aside from like lava flows, it's probably going to be one of the brightest structures in the Nether, with all the lanterns and everything on it. Honestly, a pretty cool build, if I do say so myself. And I have been excited to keep working on it. Which is why I am sad to say, unfortunately, I do have to cancel tomorrow night's stream. I've got a real-life thing I gotta take care of. But we will be back on Saturday, so look forward to that. We'll have plenty of time, or I'll have plenty of time, to gather up some extra materials so we can do this thing right. And just, no clearing, just continuing to build. And that's why this is awesome. And he has to get, like... I can crouch and just disappear. Oh, okay, there he is. Alright, good. far enough away, I think. What I'm saying, I gotta break those sight lines. That's why we need more crimson stem. Might take a couple of them, actually. We don't end up using them for the floor, we'll use them for the roof. I don't know if we need this one or not. Hey, perfect. There we go. If that doesn't finish off the floor, I guess we'll have to make more, but I think that's going to be enough. I hope it's going to be enough. Oh, you're kidding me with this guy. Come on, guy. Just let me build. Did he despawn? He might have. Good news for me. Love it when they despawn. Oh man. These misplaces. Slowing down the progress. So if you're ever in a situation like this, where you're building half slabs, lower half, and you misplace a block, you can use the same trick I'm using every time I accidentally do it here to make sure you get back both slabs, and that's to partially stand on the full block while you're mining it. So when you fall, you get caught by the half slab that you're also partially standing over. Very important to make sure you're partially standing over the half slab. That you didn't misplace another half slab on top of. But because you are so close to the block that you were breaking, it just pops right into your inventory. Anytime I use that technique, it's pretty much like 100% success rate, so yeah, if you have just enough to do what you're doing and you misplace one, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to have to go back to make like one, that's how you can fix that error. But I'm sure everyone out there is not making the same kind of errors that I make. ensure that you all never misplace blocks. And so you don't need to worry about all that. I, on the other hand, do have to worry about that. I misplace blocks all the time. As you know. Thankfully, I don't do a lot of work in blocks that I can't pick back up. So, usually those errors are not too costly. Just slightly annoying. Alright, looks like we're about to start hugging the lava column here, which is always fun. I'll let that continue to do its thing. Once we have the floor all the way down, we'll go in and finish that up. Ghasts, man, they are relentless. But I guess the Nether's not supposed to be easy. Oh, come on. Alright, so like I said, you're halfway over this. You're just barely up on the corner of this. That way you don't accidentally spleef yourself. If you're close enough, they just pop right back in. And you can keep doing what you're doing. No loss of materials required. We're getting nice and close to the center here. So we're going to start worrying less and less about gas being able to see us through the floor. There we go. As we go along, we're trying to be decently careful to not wave our cursor around the view. We want to make sure we don't accidentally look at an Enderman in the eyes. We can avoid it. Already had one death this stream. Prefer to not do a second. Especially not to something like that. What I would call a silly mistake. Last thing we need is an Enderman to just teleport up here and start kicking our butts. And it is very possible. We are almost there. Holy crap. Okay. Got himself nice and close. Okay. Now we can be a lot less concerned about that. Nope. Oh. Now it's just like this insane whack-a-mole kind of thing. They just pop up long enough to scare the crap out of you and then don't even shoot. We're good. We're good. Alright, now... Three, 4, 5. 6, 7. That would be the 8th block, so we know that that is where it's supposed to be. There we go. That's those 4 pillars. Now let's see if we can get back our cobblestone slabs here and replace them with the crimson. This we don't actually need here now. Actually, we're going to leave these two. Because I don't trust myself to not fall in the hole. That is a very real possibility. We're getting there. Feels like it's becoming nighttime, but I know that's not possible. Like, it just keeps getting darker, I think, because we're moving away from the lava pillar. No, it's kind of crazy. I do feel a little safer. No. No, 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 no. Ow. Okay. I didn't know where he was shooting from. I thought for sure he was going to break my nice crimson slab floor. I'm not going to be happy about that. You're kidding me with this, right? Okay, good to know. Fireballs just pass through the vines and leave them completely unharmed. I guess the blast would have to hit, like, the basalt. So yeah, that's handy knowledge. I think that's where these would go. Alright, I'm trying to get these in a way that seems efficient. There we go. Wow, both of those are wrong. There we have it. This guy. Oh, goodness. Likes to pop up and shoot at me. I'm trying to keep this whole... Oh my goodness. It's fireball proof, guy. Like, go away. He's trying. He's trying. Ain't gonna work, though. Technically this... right here. Come on. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my god. Dude. Stop. Just stop. Like, go do something. Alright. Yep. Yep. There's the break. I can see my structure above. First time we really looked at it. trying to get the outside in so we can, be safe from casts while we work on everything else. Not that there's a lot to work on the inside of the level. But, kind of cool how it's just sort of like there. Filling in what was once, basically replacing what was once another act. And then this is just hanging down. Or it will at least look to be like it's hanging down. Got about an hour left. Okay, so dreams of potentially starting level 4 are probably unrealistic at this point. I told you there was a space where we broke through again in the corner, and there it is. Okay, so these two are too far. Looks like we're gonna get both of those back. That's cool. So last time we did the diorite roof section, we stood on the iron bars to make that happen. I don't think we're gonna do that again. Because that's a little precarious this time around. We'll get some more basalt. And maybe our bamboo trapdoors. So we can put down the bottom blocks as well. Or a bamboo trapdoor, I guess. We can also go ahead and grab stuff out of our dump chest now, because I think we're in a good position to be reasonably safe. Basalt. We'll go ahead and polish one of those. Move that here. Going to keep that there for now. And we can drop off our netherrack. Cool. Looks like we're going to have to get some more basalt before we do level 4. Luckily, we have a farm for that now. So let's go grab some stuff out of the dump chest and kind of get ourselves better situated here. I'm still going to leave... No, let's go ahead and grab it. Honestly, let's not do that. But... grab our axe. And shears. Well, I shouldn't need the shears. We'll grab about half this sack of this. Our shovel back in. Just as a placeholder. I go ahead and grab a couple more arrows. Oh, and we had some extra polished basalt there. Alright. That should get us good for the time being. And go ahead and put in this top beam. And we'll go ahead and place the corner ahead of time so I know where to turn. And then for the rest of the time, we should have a nice guide in the crimson slabs here. And once this is in, we can put in the pillars. That'll give us a little bit more cover. Should hopefully prevent even more ghasts from messing with us. Oops. Get down. Here you go. Alright, let's go ahead and put in the pillars on each side that are kind of like our marker pillars. Okay, now I've got some cover. It helps. More easily break line of sight. Having two of them flying around is a little crazy. Especially when they keep coming up so high. Okay. And sometimes there's like none, and we're good. Sometimes there's two, and you gotta like dance around them. So, yeah, it's been fun. Wait a second. No, this is great. Let me run up to level 2 and confirm, but I think I built that one block too high. Yep, I sure did. I wasn't accounting for not putting in the bottom block. So, all of that has to come down. Even the slabs. Bring it down by 1. On the plus side, throw this in to get us started. Well, you know what? That would be silly to tear out everything. I just need to tear out the top. And let's get the slabs started also. Otherwise we'll never hit that angle from down here. Okay. Let's just tear this down now. Well, that's unfortunate. At least we didn't get too super far. I will say that. There we go. Alright, I'll have to come back for all that. And then here we didn't even have to do on a slab, so that's good news. I think I might go ahead and put this in again. Just so I know where the corner is at. Feel like right now, no guests. Totally great. Even though I messed up the build a little bit. We're chill, we're having a good time. We're not being shot at constantly. This one, I think we can just take down. Really just that one corner, because I don't have a good way to mark it. I mean, I guess I'll have a good way to mark it now, because it's lower. There. Luckily, I realized it before I really got too far into this project. So we're able to recover pretty easily. thankfully. Alright, got that. Alright. So looks like we can just finish this off. Thankfully we have another pickaxe. I have the one axe though, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough, so I'll have to fix that later. Looks like later is now. We're almost certain I'm going to lose several of these in the process of doing this. The slabs. Hopefully not as many as I thought, though. Okay, we got a couple of them back. Alright, let's go make us a new axe. Or two. Alright. Axes replaced. Let's keep going on the slab removal here. I thought it felt kind of high. And as it turns out, it was. Good times. Yeah, I had a feeling some of them were going to get stuck up there. These ones I already tore down. That one I took out. So, just here. Dude, not cool. Gotta tell you though, these iron bars are coming in clutch. They're blocking almost every single blast. Perfect. I would recommend hiding, buddy. I've got 3 arrows. And I know how to use them. Oh, jeez, that was close. Wasn't sure where it was coming from. Definitely a couple of these guys flying around now. Making life more interesting for us, that's for sure. A better way to do this. Okay. Let's see if there's any slabs left up there. Doesn't look like it, so not going to bother to jump up there and try to find any. So the idea of putting up the slabs first is, and you may have guessed this, to prevent any spawning on top of the beam. And then having the beam in place from the get-go not only helps us place some of these higher up blocks, but also prevents any spawning on top of the pillars. So basically we're just trying to make sure that nothing spawns on our shiny new structure level unless we intend for it to, which currently we do not. We don't want anything spawning on these levels right now. Later on, that'll change. But only certain things in certain places, so... There we go. And now we're cooking with grease, as they say. And of course the ghasts are gone now. Oh, we've done the hard part. Not that they would be super threatening at this point, anyway. Not completely, but for the most part, we can kind of just ignore them now. That we're building the walls of the structure. The iron bars were hugely important for getting us to this point. They gave us a little bit of cover to work from. And still being close up to the nether ceiling, even though we're not in it, has also been important. I heard squishing. I think it's a magma cube. Wanted to make sure it wasn't up here for any reason. Shouldn't be. Definitely shouldn't be. But you just never know. Some of the spawning mechanics in the nether are wacky. Got some piglins over there, baby and an adult. Hi. Yeah, we're building in your neighborhood. Sorry. We're gonna help you guys get rid of some of these zombified piglins that are plaguing your land. You're welcome. No, it's free. It's free service. Just allow us to do it, and maybe we'll barter some of what we find with you for some other stuff. That's certainly of no value to y'all. I assume. I don't really know. I don't know if I'm going to have enough basalt to finish this off. Maybe these first bits of the pillar, but certainly not the bottoms. I'll need to get another stack of basalt for that. Yeah, we're gonna need more basalt. Wow. Alright, well let's just go grab that before we start doing the bottoms. We can kind of do it all at once. But yeah, I'm gonna need to mine up some more basalt. I don't think I stashed any anywhere else. Blackstone and nether bricks, but not basalt. Yeah, let's just go ahead and polish these. All right. Let me get this, our trapdoor. Alright, we're going to do that on every pillar. We might lose some crimson slabs in the process. Hopefully not too many. It is kind of a pain to farm up more of the crimson with, so the more of these we can preserve, the better off we'll be. What the? That was weird. Okay. It was kind of acting like I had my thumb accidentally on the trackpad, which happens sometimes because I do use a laptop right now. But the way I have things set up right now, I'm using a real like desktop keyboard, so I'm nowhere near the trackpad. Oh, I'm not sure what that was. Oh, lost one. Tricky, tricky. Wants me to look at him. Desperately. Oh, it just went on the back of the thing. Back of the pillar. I thought it fell. Aha. Excellent. Oh, no, 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 no. Well. That sucks. Okay, mostly we have a lot of our replacement stuff in the Nether already. I need a new Silk Touch pickaxe. Let's work on that. Got it. Like, come on. Do I have any leather? I have 0 leather. 4 books. Oh, we might have to go get some more emeralds and trade for a bookshelf. I am going to grab these. Extra arrow. Going to be excellent for us. Alright. I thought for sure we were past the point. Goodness, goodness. 679. I guess technically it would be 678, wouldn't it? Because it was night when we got back. No, this one. I think technically this would have been 72, not 73. Now that I think about it. Alright. Guess when that's done, we'll call it the first Book of Death. Or Book of Deaths. I don't know. Something ominous like that. I mean, at least I didn't have anything, like, super irreplaceable on. I guess it does give you guys a chance to see my skin for one of the first times. Not covered in armor, so there you go. This is it. Kind of a fun vibe to it. Because I think so. Get one of these, thank you. Alright, slowly but surely. I don't need to make a new sword because I have those in the Nether. I don't need to make armor because I have that in the Nether. I mean, technically I have iron and stuff to make more tools down there. Food is something we do need to work on. I don't really have time to fish. I do have a stack of fish down here, I believe. I used to. There it is. Some of my fishing loot. Oh, come on. Toss these in here for now. Let's take half the stack. Do we have fuel in this? We do. Good. We'll just split that so it cooks a little faster. Let's just... road supplies. Alright, you. Need a bookshelf. Get that. Thank you. Great. Now I've got 3 books. And I can get a Silk Touch book. I don't know what it's going to cost to put this on the pickaxe. Hopefully not a lot. Not much at all. Good. Extra books I'm going to put in here for the time being. Extra emeralds we're going to put in here for the time being. Bone is right there. Aqua Affinity and a Power 4. I could put this on my bow eventually. I don't really need the shears. I think we just head down to the Nether, because this was really the only thing that would be challenging to replace. I always do that too soon. Yeah, let's head down, get some of the stuff from our backup chest. I told you guys, if I fell in that lava sea, like, that was it. And, yeah. Right, Nether. Nether is through here. So, yeah, that was it. Our piglins are not going to love that we're not wearing gold armor, but they're going to have to deal. I did not bring my fish down. What are we doing? What are we even doing? Oh my goodness. This is the time when you choose to spawn. Spruce sapling, pink tulip, wildflower, blue orchid. Puzzle we already have. Honestly, don't really need any of this, so. Yeah, I think we're good, but thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Fish. Delicious fish. Right. Alright, 32 is plenty to get us started here. Alright, now let's go back down. Thankfully, I was still only taking like half of my stuff each time. Stay in the portal. Cool. The way you face is how you come out. So if you face the frame of the portal, you come out facing the frame of the portal. Who knew? I think that portal is technically backwards from how I would like it to be. If I go facing out of the structure, I think I'm facing in when I get down to the Nether. So something I might have to play with at some point. See if we can get it a little better. Oh, I lost all my basalt. Dang it. Alright. This, and this. Get those on. Need the shield. Need the bow. Take the pickaxe. I'll take the arrows. Half of the sticks. I didn't bring any wood down with me, but I don't think we need it. Okay, let's go back up. I need basalt. That's what we're working with. I need to make actual axe. Need to grab one of our spare swords. Don't really need to take torches down with me. This is all the basalt that we have left. So hopefully we don't do that to ourselves again. And we do need some more crimson slabs. I think we lost a fair number of those as well, fortunately. So hopefully we don't do that again. I'm probably going to need my other bamboo trapdoor. I lost a shovel. I don't know if we care to make another one. I guess so. We don't need it right now, but there you go. That's that. I lost some buckets. Not overly concerned about that. I can make more buckets. Alright, let's go see if we can get this a little closer to done before we have to call it a night. And let's try really, really hard not to die again. That would be fantastic. Oh, we got that slab back anyway. Okay, we're always going to stand off to the side now to prevent that from happening again. Make sure we're on 2 slabs. Just in case. Oh, man. So, yeah. Look where your, make sure you check which block you're, axing. Or pickaxing, as the case may be. Apparently important. and makes a difference. Because one could be the block you mean to remove, and one could be a one-way ticket to a lava sea death. Like mine was. Like the worst lottery in the world. Even now, I'm already starting to break my own rules, so... Don't do likewise. Be safe. Okay, didn't get that one back. Not gonna cry about it. At least not on camera. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if anything like that happens to you, I encourage you just shake it off. Everything is replaceable. And do your best to recover as quickly as you can, and just get back to whatever it was that you were doing. One of those things, unless you're playing on hardcore mode, in which case, yeah, try not to do that. Like, try really hard not to do that. But any other mode where your world does not get deleted because you die, the death doesn't hurt that bad. For probably a year and a half, prior to starting to stream again, I was playing EVE Online, and if you guys have looked around on the channel, I'm sure you will have seen some of the videos from that. I did stream some of those before I had to take a break for school. And you've taught me some things, a couple things, but I think the most important thing that I was able to bring with me into Minecraft this time around is just that, you know, like, you respawn. But the death doesn't hurt so very bad when that's the case. Like, dying is kind of a part of the game, in a sense. So, never take anything that you can't afford to lose. Well, the EVE rule is don't fly anything you can't afford to replace, or that you can't afford to lose. And I think that's a good philosophy for Minecraft as well. If it's irreplaceable gear, I mean, put it in a museum or something. Make a special armor stand for stuff you can't get anymore. Definitely don't bring it into a pitched situation where you think it might end up getting destroyed if you do the wrong thing. Because the reality is, things happen. Whether it's the game, or if you're doing multiplayer, sometimes it's another player. If you're on single player, sometimes it's self-sabotage. But yeah, things happen. Gear gets lost, destroyed, broken, and that's okay. It's replaceable. And if you've done things right and set up your infrastructure and all of that, there's a good chance that it's actually easily replaceable in a lot of senses. I don't typically use a lot of netherite gear. It's kind of hard to get your hands on, and it's something that's hard to replace, so I don't like to take it into a pitched situation where I'm not sure what the outcome is going to be. If I can do something safely, like I could take a netherite pickaxe into a branch mining situation, because I know that I can be safe and come back from that alive and with my pickaxe. But like, am I going to take a Fortune 3 netherite pickaxe that I cannot replace into another fortress? Probably not. Even if I think that I'll be okay, probably safer to just run it in diamond gear that I can easily replace. So, yeah, in your worlds, I would encourage a couple things. Number one, don't sweat it if you die. It's part of the game. You're really only losing experience and stuff, and both can be replaced in most situations. And number two, if you are going into a situation where you aren't positive of the outcome, and sometimes even if you are, because apparently even once you're almost completely safe from your environment, you'll just accidentally spleef yourself for no reason. I'm not bitter. Just look at that situation and decide if you really need to take that irreplaceable thing with you to go do whatever that thing is. It's not guaranteed to come back. Okay, that's correct. Nope, lost that one. That's alright. Well, like I said, won't be having a stream tomorrow night. I'll update the schedule to reflect that at some point, probably later tonight. But that does give me more time to do some farming for our Saturday stream. So, Lord willing, we will have a lot more resources to finish out this level with, and to start building the next one with. And so, hopefully, we'll be able to just sort of like blitz through level 4. Now that we kind of have a feel for how we're doing this style of building. See, like, I didn't stand on 2 blocks there. That was dangerous and stupid. And in between the 2 blocks, so if you accidentally mine this one instead of this one, you're still standing on one. That's the safe way. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Learn from my mistakes. They are numerous and often educational. So I think what we're going to have time for tonight is finishing these basalt pillars, getting the bottom blocks in. That's probably about it. Assuming I don't spleef myself again, which... And I really hope I don't make that mistake again. like, that's just not what I'm trying to do. I'm being a little more careful now. Even if it cost me some crimson slabs, I don't care. Better safe. But when we come back, we'll be able to put in nether brick portions, do the windows, the lanterns, all that good stuff. Get this level finished up and get a good head start on level 4. Hopefully. But for sure, level 3 will be done. We're almost there. This actually... I think we got like a quarter of the structure left to do. So, not too bad. Gas have decided to give up the hunt, it sounds like. Nope, they're back. Never mind. Had to say something. And like, I can't even pretend that the second death was like a gas fault or anything. That was all me. But at least I can give you guys a good example of what not to do in your worlds. So, silver linings. Alright, almost done here. You kind of start to get into a rhythm, but it takes a second. Especially when you're trying to be, like, extra safe. Like we are now. I mean, I am always sad to see Crimson Slab get wasted, because it does take some effort to farm this stuff up, but better it than me. That's for sure. Good. Oh, didn't get that one, doesn't look like. That's okay. right back there. Those piglins are noisy, man. Alright, we are basically out of time. I want to finish this before we go, though, so... we give it a couple extra minutes, literally like 2 pillars left. I also don't want to, like, hurry too hard. Because haste makes waste. And, usually results in accidental workplace injuries. So, yeah. Alright, the only thing left is the 4 pillars on the inside. And those are already cut out. Or not even cut out, I left them open. So we could do this. Alright, that's that. So, we officially have the basalt pillars spawn-proofed, of course, all the way around. Pillars in the center. Got some digging out to do, but we also have some netherrack, or nether brick pillars to place. Kind of finish fortifying the outside of this before we do the digging out. Alright. But yeah, when we come back next stream, this Saturday, we will finish off level 3 and hopefully get us a good start on level 4. I'm planning on doing some farming in the meantime, like I said, get some extra resources gathered up so we're just ready to rock and roll for the next stream. But yeah, this has been a good one, except for the 2 deaths. We're not going to talk about that, though. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. And, yeah. Now that we've recovered from those deaths that we're not talking about, the loop is stable. So we're going to let it run. And I will catch you guys in the next cycle.